The Navy Yard started out as League Island, which was an uninhabited island that the U.S. Navy purchased and used to build their first commercial shipbuilding facility. And eventually it expanded and was connected to the mainland and used for shipbuilding, for aircraft production, and a whole number of other support functions for the Navy. The base closed in 1996, and it took with it thousands of jobs, really great paying jobs, had a big impact on the economy of the city of Philadelphia. And PIDC was charged with taking over the campus in 2000 for the purpose of restoring economic activity, for attracting businesses, attracting new quality jobs to replace the ones that have been lost, and really just creating a new place to drive the next phase of economic growth in the city of Philadelphia. So the campus is 1,200 acres. We have 150 businesses, 15,000 employees, and the Navy still maintains an active presence here. Cell and gene therapy has really been taking off in the last couple of years. So we have 5 of those companies now. That's really growing. We have Tasty Cake Bakery, which is a Philadelphia favorite. And then also we have a number of major Fortune 500 headquarters buildings, as well as small startup companies and nonprofits. In coming up with a redevelopment strategy for the Navy Yard, we really focused on the innovation and production that had happened here for the decades that it was operated by the Navy. And as we put together the master plan in 2022 for the next 15 to 20 years of growth, we really focused on how can we build really high-performing, sustainable buildings? How can we also be responsive to climate change? How can we elevate buildings, infrastructure? How can we create more green space so that people can have healthier options for being outside, but also so it can multitask and absorb water when we have, really bad storms or sea level rise or flooding. So all of these things are working together as we go forward. 85% of our buildings at the Navy Yard are LEED certified. All of our new buildings, new construction is high performance LEED certified. Our new 2022 master plan sets forth a vision for all of the new development on our east end to be the first ever LEED certified neighborhood in Pennsylvania. We also require environmental performance standards and environmental sustainability on adaptive reuse. So companies that take over some of our beautiful historic buildings, as they're upgrading those for modern use, we make sure that they incorporate the latest technology to really make those buildings perform well and be energy efficient. We have 5 parks that we own and operate at the Navy Yard, including Central Green, which is an award-winning park with a lot of public amenities. And we really saw, starting with COVID, a big uptick in members of adjacent communities and the city at large wanting to have access to outdoor spaces, to quiet spaces for contemplation. We also developed a huge fishing contingent over on the east end, and a lot of bike riders, runners, people teaching their kids how to ride a bike. So it's become a really great public space, and the new plan for the next 15 to 20 years will continue to build out those green spaces and opportunities for the public to enjoy themselves. We have really been utilizing new green space areas to not only provide a public amenity, but also to really be a high-functioning way of handling the stormwater that we get from, ever-increasing serious storms. So making sure that the green spaces are equipped with the right kind of vegetation, the right kind of underlying engineered infrastructure to really absorb that stormwater. We took into account sea level rise, increasing precipitation, increasing intensity of storms, making sure roadways would always, have a safe route of ingress and egress, building up buildings so that flooding wasn't an issue for residents. And really, that's what we're going to continue to do going forward. The next 20 years are going to be a really great opportunity. We just released our master plan. It's going to be about 4.5 million square feet of new development, and that's going to be commercial, industrial, and residential. We have an increased emphasis on sustainability and also focusing on equity, setting aside affordable housing so that we make sure we have a really good mix here. setting aside opportunities for Black and brown businesses to participate in retail here, in contracting, bringing in women-owned businesses, other disadvantaged businesses. We launched a workforce training program, and we've been able to train 5 cohorts now, over 70 Philadelphians, for really great, well-paying jobs here at the Navy Yard so that we can deliver, opportunity and prosperity all across the city. We're really grateful to the Pennsylvania Environmental Council for this recognition. It's very gratifying because it's really important to us that we infuse everything we're doing with environmental responsibility and stewardship and sustainability. And so to receive an award like this, it really means a lot, and it really motivates us to do even more in the future, both for people who live here, who work here, and for the city of Philadelphia itself.